Hey, this is Marlo here, and before I get started with the video, I want to point out the fact that I really want to explain where I was this past weekend. Since both Food Wars and my video got released, one was going hiatus during that weekend. This is basically what happened during the past weekend. I didn't do a video on Friday because I think I was working on that Friday. I mean, I wasn't too sure. I know for a fact Saturday and Sunday were the 2 days I could have had videos done, but of course things got in the way. On Saturday, I went to go see the opening weekend of Shazam. A good movie, mind you. It was a good movie. I liked it. And Saturday, I also had to move around some furniture for my mom and my uncle. And of course, another thing that took majority of the Saturday night was the New Japan Pro Wrestling and Ring of Honor in Madison Square Garden G1 Supercard, which I didn't buy a ticket for that one. I didn't, got train changed and went off to see it. I was at home, saw a live stream of it. So that was on Saturday, and I figured, to get that one done, I was thinking soon Sunday we'd get a video, but then, of course, Sunday was just two big things here to happen. I went to the Bullet Club Block Party, and that's where I got this shirt, the Sniper of the Sky t-shirt, representing Robbie Eagles. And that's the whole chunk. I slept super early from my house to 6:30, only didn't get there until like 10 because the bus from the Port Authority bus terminal to the to New Jersey was a little bit late. So I didn't get a chance to take a picture of the middle of the Bullet Club as I wanted to, but I've been following on Instagram, Twitter, and I took at least a good chunk, at least like 5 videos. I posted at least a good 5 times during the whole time during the Bullet Club Block Party. From pictures to DJ Z, to meeting the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling, to meeting the announcer Alicia Tot, to meeting the What Culture guy, to meeting the guys from What Culture Wrestling, who are also there. Not all of them. The only one that were missing one I can think of, the only ones that were missing were Adam Nicholas and Michael Sidgwick. And of course, getting 2 shots of the actual Bullet Club members themselves. That's all I got. When I say Bullet Club members themselves, I meant to say they're on the stage. I couldn't get it before the MC opportunity to get at least the photo up in the autograph signing portion, so wasn't either in person to get individual pictures for them or get a group picture of them. I'm lucky. But I did manage to catch them all in the end. I actually did 2 sweet them and say hi and play games with them. Whatever. So that was the majority of the Sunday, but then following when I got back home, it was WrestleMania 35. And being a wrestling fan, I had to at least watch. But this past weekend was completely booked with wrestling because being a wrestling fan, I had to watch G1 Supercard. I needed to see a stacked card like that. There was NXT Takeover on Friday, which was also an excellent show. There was also WrestleMania 35, which was mixed. I would say people think a bit of a mixed bag of moments because especially how long it was. But God, the way done would have been until like 12:30. I had to go to work the next day. So there's that. I'm covering my mouth because I had cold sores in my mouth this past weekend. That was sure hell fun to do. I got a bit of a lip balm medicine, but it made my lips a little bit white. And for appearance, at least it gets the job done. But that was this past weekend, so that's what all happened. So now I had to get through these 2. I had to get my Air Academia and Food Wars on the way. And being about these videos go up, well, the next series won't be released until next weekend, until all the following days. But that's basically what happened this past weekend, so I apologize for the lack of videos, but then being a wrestling fan myself, it kind of wrestling really took majority of me. Also seeing Shazam on Saturday was also another big portion. But now all that's taken care of, let's get on to chapter 300. I'm doing Food Wars My Academia today. I'm going to do Food Wars first, chapter 306, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And this is the chapter where we finally have the second round, basically the final battle between Soma and Asahi. And being that Soma wants to get revenge on Asahi over the loss of Asahi, also at the same time protecting Erina, but it looks like the challenge given to them feels like a challenge given to them by Mana Erina. It's kind of like the most impossible task, even for Sasaki would like to do this. So the match between them trying to get all the 5 great cuisines into 1 dish. It looks like it doesn't I guess it can be done, but it will be very challenging. But let's see how things turn out. And you start out with a color page here. Let's celebrate the release of the comic Bell in 34 and the start of the heated blue semifinals battle. And being we have someone dressed in military garb, being a military man, I can respect that. And having Asahi being a 3-star general. Or he's the commander. I'm not necessarily sure what Grinch was represented, but he's definitely the general. And I love that his head choice is a freaking frying pan. Oh, at least that was a little cute touch. That was kind of a cute touch. And we still have no word on potential season 4 just yet in terms of animation. In terms of the anime, we have no confirmation when season 4 is about to be announced. But we'll be more on that somewhere in the future. So here we go. This is my chance to surpass my old man. And I'll surpass you too, Saiwasi. Well, you remember, you heard that. Oh man, eh? Oh wait just a minute. Did you guys just say Cyber Jojoro? Do you know that man? Yeah, someone. Why do you ask? Oh, these two kids are surprised that little high schooler surprisingly knows Cyber Jojoro. A legend cook, a legendary chef, yet somehow high schoolers know him on a personal level. Well, these guys can barely interact with the guy. And they go on a full-on rant. Oh, that's right. That's right. They don't even know that. And if I heard Soma calling him old man, they don't know the fact that Soma is Jotaro's son. Do you think we should tell them? And it appears that knife style that knife style he holds actually does belong to Jotaro's son. Forget about that part. It has to do with the knife. That man now holds in his hand Sir Jotaro's genius little cooking senses. Silent recipe. The theme is the 5 great cuisines. French cuisine, Turkish, Italian, and French, Chinese, Turkish, Italian, and Italian. You come with a dish that integrates all of them into one. Thinking here, what the hell is that supposed to mean? I love the fact that what he's thinking in his head is basically a mixed match of everything. A panda, there's pizza, there's some bread. I think there's Indian and an elephant. The dude sitting in Indian style. There is, I think it's supposed to be a snake, and I think I see an elephant too. And the Eiffel Tower in the background too. So that's strange. Each one uses completely different ingredients and cooking methods, and yet they want me to cram it all together. That's what I call a tall order, but because at the end of the day, this means if you aren't a chef capable of making a dish conforms to its theme, then you'll never be able to prepare this kind of dish like these models. Are you sure you guys have to be leisurely mulling things over? We are already running against the clock, and we're dealing with 5 cooking genres at once. I've also forgot they're also on a time limit where the thing is like 4 hours they have to do this. Well, someone's obviously confident because I've got Saiba's knife along with my cross knife's ability. What on? And another thing he has his mouth when he says cross when he's about to do it. What a bizarre knife! It's almost like a kukri. First mince up some green onions and ginger. Then toss into some rich chicken broth. Now he started to grind some spice. So when again, he's going to keep doing this every time he uses a new instrument. He's crossing different sets into tools during each stage of cooking. His ability is that strong. That's a spice grinder used in Indian cooking. What a wonderful aroma! He seems to have his ideal spice blend in oil. You can't even tell from here that the active ingredients and scents are being heightened to their limits. And the steam cooker on the other bunker is shark fin. Shark fin? All of a sudden, it's really starting to feel like Chinese. He does this with Saibai and the ink claw. He's cutting parallel to the shark fin's fibers, running his claws along them as he's swiftly caressing them. The shark fin itself doesn't have a very strong flavor, even though it's a staple Chinese dish. It's usually boiled in patient soup or oyster sauce in order to add a condensed umami flavor to it. so much. So I knew using those claws, he'd be able to let them water permeate directly into the shark's fin. Not even Simon this time. It's because A season. Oh, great. That's because his senpai's extra large grater. Judging from someone's reaction, he was not. Judging from that reaction, it looks like someone was not accepting that, or maybe that he didn't see the match against AC. No, I think he did, and he just wrote he got the knife in the exchange. Taking the knife from his former senpai was really kind of an hard blow. And he's shaving off butter at high speed. And the way I was doing is like Dante's trillion stats in Devil May Cry. Don't want me that reference, but that's what it looks like to me. And I'm just going to leave it there. His workload is far higher than any of his matches so far. Yet he's simultaneously using every tool and technique under the sun with complete freedom. His cooking skills are absurdly high. This is the power of Saiba. I gotta say, I'm getting a little nervous here. Balancing all these individual flavors, if I relax him a little bit, it feels like everything will fall apart. Cross knives, don't fail me now. You need to last till the end. And here's a voice in the distance. Calm yourself, Asahi. I have faith that you'll make an excellent dish. And you see that voice. The hell are you? You're the one who defeated me, after all. Head Chef Reina Kumar. In order to master spices, you must become one with nature. You must never forget that. Sage Shahi. Okay, you mean some different chefs all over the world, apparently. Tell me, Nadir Dobogatsit. I know I never pronounce that name. This is my power alone. The fact that I can tackle a dish like this is all thanks to everyone I've met on my journeys. So he's met different chefs all over the world in order to craft his skills. Not knowing the fact that what was he doing after, thinking without any full attention to what was he doing after he got the training. And if I could get to see all these people seeing all these people, at least for a minute there was strange. Who the hell are those guys? You think throwing in a bunch of random characters at us we've never heard of is going to make you empathize with you? Like there were times where you're a little. And I love the fact that it took me a minute. These three characters basically broke the fourth wall there. For that, breaking the fourth wall, I'll give you that. In reality, he just forced them to battle him and then stole their tools afterwards. Okay, that's what happened in reality. But sure, none of them would actually cheer him on encouragingly. However, this is still not a situation we can't laugh about. Huh? Well, the one was holding back. Just look at the sheer skill he's demonstrating in unleashing all these cooking techniques. It makes it seem as if he spent enormous amounts of time learning from worthy opponents. Which is exactly the same as Tuski's learning environment. But as he reached that little skill similar like beating his opponents once and taking their tools. And exactly true. And he's like, that's exactly what I did. It's true that I could feel the frustration of all the people whose knives I stole. But that's inevitable after all. After all, I could open up an even bigger world of cooking possibilities than they could and more effectively. It's so much quicker than what you guys do, struggling every day to try and polish your skills. For example, let's pretend there was someone who wandered too far into the world of cooking and lost their way, getting swallowed up by the storm. It looks like he's referring to Jotaro's story back when he was a kid. how the cooking world made him drown him. And maybe to take even bigger strides than they could, at a speed that the storm itself can't even keep up with. No matter how many dishes that the world has ever seen, no matter how many dishes that the world has never seen before I have to prepare, I can do as many times as I want. Am I wrong? I knew the only hope of granting Mother's wish is Sao Asahi winning this tournament. Now, as if like over the face of that all hope is lost, there's no way that someone can even win. Phew! Man, I sure am relieved, and he just brushes all like it's nothing. Hey, Takumi Aldini. Yeah, I remember keep on. The Aldini brothers are twins. Takumi is there. Megumi, Nikumi, and Yuko. And also Asa here, we're starting to see that. We're all very stunned to see when you, after hearing all that, he just like felt relieved. As to what he's going to get from that, well, here we go. Sure, when you look at your ability on the surface, it's more effective. And that power of yours is the real deal. That much I admit. But the fact that it's an even better version of our education also means, back to the storm panels, that we're still on the same playing field, right? So starting now, I'm going to pull in all the hard work I need to catch up to you. Oh, he's really jacked. So hold on to your hat, because I'm coming for you. And that's what makes you a child. But go ahead and try it. You think you got what it takes. At least someone's fighting spirit never wavers, though. So that's the end of Food Wars 306. We get to see more. We get to see a bunch of the explanation of Asahi's cross signs, and Jesus Christ, we're going on this video for at least for almost 17 minutes here. I had to explain myself in the beginning what was I going for the past weekend. So now here we are. So that was basically it. Well, look, so in your hand is even though it's known for that Asahi has a clear, so Asahi believes that he has a clear victory on this, but Soma is still determined that he's going to win. So hopefully that's the case here. We'll see more in the next chapter. So until then, leave a like, subscribe, comment below, shoot a friend, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Laters!